Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for Off the Board, where we use something from our Pinterest. And what I am using is a sketch, and I linked it down below, along with, I showed you the picture in the front of this video, and it is from scrapbook.com. It's Serendipity sketch number 282. So there is going to be a piece here, a small piece, a strip, and then another strip. So I'm going to use this, and then it extends out. So I'm going to kind of tuck. I may actually do it this way and kind of tuck, and let's play with it. So let's see how I am going to put this all together. All right, so here we go. So the collection that I'm using, and I know that I forgot to explain it while I was at in the beginning of this video, is that I'm using the August kit from the Scrap Room. And the one thing that I got through this process when I was doing like the process video part of this, I realized that I was going to struggle a little bit with this because there was, I would say, not a lot of papers that were easy to use because there was so much white background. So what I had to do is that I had to kind of split it up and try to make it work to the best of my abilities because of, you know, the sizes and whatnot that I was doing. So the sketch was a really, really good sketch. I placed it in the beginning, and I'll have the link down below as well. And I loved how this turned out. So what I'm going to do here is that I am going to use this purple background from Basil as my background instead of my white or black like I always do. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to place the pieces. It had 3 strips on it, and that's what I'm going to do here as well. And then kind of play with the pictures and things like that. So I do go, and what I do is that what I'm going to do to make it so it doesn't look so choppy is I'm going to extend my black line like I always do and do my doodling. And that is the doodling that I am working on to make this look like perfectly right. And you know, at the end, at first I struggled, but at the end I absolutely love how this turned out. It actually extends into my daughter's way of thinking and looking and just all of that fun stuff. So these pictures are of my daughter's 4th grade year. She was still going to Freedom Park at this time, and this was while Dad was still deployed yet, and we were still in the midst of COVID. We were still making sure that she was still compliant to everything and all that stuff. So I'm still like a year behind, but I just love how this turns out. It works out wonderfully. She has grown so much. And the teacher that she had in this grade level was, oh my God, did she do such a good job on getting her where she needed to be. She did a lot of work, but that work has shown high because now that she's gone to 5th grade, even this year, the teacher that she has, the 2 teachers that she has for math and science and social studies and math and science, social studies, and ELA has done a wonderful job with her. She has just even grown just that much more as well. So this is where I was like, okay, I'm going to make this look not as choppy. And it works because how I extended this was I decided to make that black line go across, and watch how it just comes together for me. It's just like, yup, this is what I needed. Because at first I was like this, I'm like something's like, I felt like I had one piece to strip, another piece, and then another. But now that I put it through, I made it like, it came together so well. I just love how it has turned out. So now I get to take these pieces. So now this is where I struggled just a little bit because I did so much hearts. It looked weird of me having the circles. But watch how I bring it together. I think it works out wonderfully for my extension. I did have to go into my stash to get some letters, and you'll see me pull those out. And I just love how this turns out. So this is for Off the Board. So obviously I'll link everything down below. I am sorry that I'm late. We've had to get through some of the hurricane stuff and then teaching and all of that fun stuff. And then my grad school, I had my first clinical observation. It's like I have to have 4 throughout my process of my student teaching. And my 4 lessons and everything like that. So I had to get through all of that, and then that just made me just not have enough time in the day to get my voiceover done. So that is why it's going up here on a Friday and all of that fun stuff. But here's mine is. I will link everything down below along with the sketch that I used from my off the board and who all participated. I hope that if you guys are involved with the hurricane at all, that you guys are all staying safe as we are here. We're getting hit more with the rain and the wind, and that is what's gonna hit us the most here than anything else. So I am just going through everything, making sure everything is straight, and just looking at how I'm going to put all of my stuff together. Let's see here. And then I'm just going through all of the embellishments. This is what took me the longest, I feel, because I didn't quite sure how to pull in everything, because they gave us all these hearts and then the embellishment has circles. Now, while I can make them work, it's just the pieces of how I have it so straightforward, and there's nothing wonky. It's a little bit harder to add those hearts in there. So then I come back and I'm like, okay, so now I'm going to do first day of school. And at first I realized, I'm like, shoot, how am I going to make this? And that is the one. I will tell you that it looks like I'm doing IST, but it is the first day of school. It is the number 1 for the numbers of how they set it. So, but then I come in with my white, and you can see it like on like the still shots, you do see the school. It looks like you can't see it here, but you do. And so first day of school is there. And yeah, and then the rest of it, I'm going to come in with my splatters. And then it made a mess. I'm like, oh, this irritates me, but my black splatters. And then that is it. The still shots are coming up. I hope that you like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you as my YouTube family. And everything down below is there for you. And I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.